get to go pick up what will hopefully be our last load of metal today. 3-hour journey. I also need to pick up some more consumables and stuff for the plasma cutter. Not a bad day. Things been going pretty good so far. We're definitely behind schedule. I had a volunteer come out from YouTube who's starting to help me. That is so awesome. Someone who lives locally and has available time to help. So hopefully we can catch up, make up some lost time there. Also going to be going to some other folks and asking for some help to do some of the work inside of the trailer, framing and such that needs to be done. So hopefully that'll buy us back some time. As far as problems go in the general process, the only thing that I'm kind of facing right now with problems is getting the grow walls that we need to have built, getting them fabricated. I'm looking at multiple different variations of fabrication methods. So we have the preferred method, which is injection molding. Then we have rotational molding for plastics. And then we have 3D printing. I could also fabricate out of metal for the prototypes, and we could potentially do a fiberglass or carbon fiber for those. The challenge with stainless metal of any sort, really, or the fiberglass or carbon fiber is the amount of labor required to build the molds and then actually do the work and lay everything up. The structure and everything would be fine, but we would have a problem with the labor cost in the long haul. So that kind of puts me back into the plastics. You know, injection molding is definitely where we want to be, but we don't have the 100 grand that it takes to tool up for that right now. So that's something that we'll be working on in the future. So we got to make a decision, and I think I'm going to go with 3D printing. We'll see, I think, but I'm going to need an industrial printer to do that. I've sent the quote out, the RFQ, request for quote, out to multiple suppliers. They're all coming back, well, the ones that actually do come back, because the quantities are so low. It's just not worth their time. But the ones that have come back, the price has been really, really high, like way too high, just not even close to being okay. So I think building them ourselves would be the way to go. But then we have to invest in the tool, which is about $9,500 delivered to us for the industrial size printer that we would need to do this stuff. The good news is we can use it and actually build product with it. Until we get tooled up, our lead time would be longer, our costs will be slightly higher, but we could get going. And then we also have the fact that I have other prototypes and other things that we want to work on. So having a large 3D printer would be nice. We're not going to get that today, we're just going to get the metal, but I figured I'd share kind of the general, here's what's going on status of things. So I got an hour and 45 minutes to get into town here, get the metal loaded up, get the tools, and get back home and do some more design work and get some drawings made. And tomorrow we're going to be out working, building, fabricating. It'd be great. Somebody asked me in a comment if there was a metal procurement location closer to me, and there are small machine shops. I actually tried to communicate with them and they were not very responsive to me. And that's important to me. You know, if you call someone, you email them, and it's a sales business and you're inquiring, then I actually expect someone to get back to me. And it tells me a lot if they don't follow up with you at all. You know, either they're way too busy or they just don't care. But regardless, because of where we live, if I were to buy from them, then they would have bought it from a big supplier and they would have marked it up because of delivery charges and everything. So I figured I'll just skip all the markups and go buy it myself and pick it up. The only bad thing is that, you know, it's a 3-hour time suck, about 3 hours and 30 minutes to come in, get it, get loaded up, buy more gas, and get in. So it's probably end up being a wash in the end, but figured I'd do it. They still never got back to me, so I don't even know what the prices would be unless I go in there and knock on the door, and I've got other things to do. I like to, every week I get my buy sheet up. I have, you know, the schedule. It tells me everything I need to buy, when I need to buy it, because I put that all in there. And I get there, I make my phone calls, I send my emails, and if people just don't get back to me, you know, it's just like, okay, if they're the only place I can get it from, then you got to be persistent with them. But if I have options, then I'm going to go with the option of the people who actually reply to my phone calls, reply to my emails, you know, and they provide service. Some of these places just don't care. They just don't care anymore. It's weird how I grew up. I went through sales. So I worked at a retail store, a few different retail stores, and worked my way up from stocking up into management and sales and management. And you know, it's important to me to have customer service. And apparently today, people working in these jobs, they just don't care about that. It's like you're there and they deserve to take your money, I guess. That's not my thing. It's not how I was raised, and I don't think that's how I don't think it's right. I think if you go in someplace and you're going to be spending money, that they should be taking care of you because you worked hard for that money, and they should at least show some respect for the fact that you're there, and they should give you excellent customer care. You know, they should be taking care of you. But anyway, that's my little rant. It's small. I'm sure everyone out there has felt it though. It's different. Retail is different. It's why I like Amazon now, honestly, is I just don't want to deal with it. I'll just go online, buy my stuff, and have it show up 2 days later. Boom. And if I have to wait a little bit longer for stuff just so I don't have to deal with horrible attitudes, then that's great. You know, and when I have called Amazon and I've had a problem with my orders, which has occurred like 5 times over the course of 14 years or whatever it has been since we've had Amazon Prime, every single time they're just like, send you another one, it's on its way. No arguing, nothing. I imagine it's because I don't call them very often and they can see all the stuff I buy and they're like, oh, you know, we're going to take care of this guy, which is exactly what you would expect. But anyway, all right, I got to go find some food because I am totally rambling. And we'll get up to the house and we'll get this stuff all unloaded and see what's happening in the shop. The aluminum better than the sheet metal. Whoa. Well, there we go, all unloaded. That should be the last of the metal that we need to get. That includes everything for the back door, the side doors, all the templates that we need to make, and the belly bay. Should be totally done with all the metal. Whew. Definitely gives you a workout getting that all off. So it's might seem a little dull while we go through the videos of getting all the stuff, but you know, that's part of the experience. And for me, I feel the same thing. You know, I have to go inside, clean up CAD, kind of boring. Make drawings, absolutely boring. Order parts, not very sexy. Come up with my to-do list, being organized. None of that's really all that exciting for YouTube, but it is part of this process, and if you want to do something like it, then you need to understand everything that goes into it. So I know a lot of you will be fast forwarding through these types of videos to get to the end. I'd probably do the same thing. But it is part of the process that we got to go through, and I'm only one person, so you know, I got to do it all. So I'm sharing it with you. That's going to be it for this video. In the next one, I'm going to start taking on some more welding and building up the sides of the belly bay and getting everything going there. So that's going to be fun, and it's always fun to use this welder. Love this thing. It's awesome. So thanks for following along. Hope you enjoyed this quick little video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe. Make sure you ring the bell so you get notified when I post new videos, which I'm trying to get out on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so stay tuned. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also if you'd like to support us, we are on Patreon. Love to have your support there. Thanks everyone for following along. This is The Real Martian. Out.